Hi everyone! I don't really know if people still do Empties videos. I feel like that's very old school YouTube, but I feel like with Empties videos you really get to know how that product performed. So I have a bin full of empty products that me and my family have used up, and I'm gonna go through them and give you guys a little review of them. So let's begin. First of all, we're a family of 4 living in the house, 3 of us being women. So fair to say collectively we go through a lot of cleansers and body wash, which is the majority of what's happening in here. So I have 2 body washes here today. I have one from Nivea. This is a aloe scented one, and I have a Johnson's body care one. I don't know what scent this is. I feel like it's rose and frangipani, but I mean they both claim to be moisturizing. They're okay. I still have to moisturize my body after I come out of the shower, though scent wise, like purely based on scent, I much prefer this one. This is the type of light fresh scent that I love in any sort of product, whether it be, you know, skincare, body care, cosmetics. I really like this kind of scent. So if I had to pick, I would definitely pick this one, but really we buy these body washes when they're on sale, so it doesn't really matter to me. What matters is that it's cheap and it works. We also have a variety of cleansers. I have 3 cleansers here that me and my family have used up. 2 of them from MUJI, one of them from a brand called Roundrum, I think. My sister buys these and then the whole family uses them when we're in the shower. Let's start off with this one. It is a MUJI hydrating facial cleanser. What's good about MUJI product is that it is one of those things that is very mild, so no fragrance, no color, no alcohol, no preservatives. So very good for those of you who have sensitive skin. Now personally, I don't really have sensitive skin and I like fragrance to an extent in my product. This was okay, like my face felt clean and that's about it. It did its job. It wasn't any more hydrating than any other cleansers that I've used, so it's okay. Similarly to this one, this is the Dokdo cleanser and it does its job. No scent on this one either. Once I come out of the shower, I still feel like my skin is a bit dry, so it's not as nourishing as I would prefer my cleansers to be. I find that cream cleansers work better for me because once I wash the cream cleanser off, my face doesn't feel like I immediately need to reach for skincare. Like it's still okay and it still feels like it's not been stripped of its natural moisture, so that's what I tend to go for. I have another one which is a gel version of the MUJI cleanser. It's okay. The weird thing about this is that it doesn't foam, so for those of you who like foam and prefer that, this is not going to give it to you at all. It pretty much is just like a gel and it stays like a gel. It is quite hydrating, I will give it that, but it's one of those things where like if it doesn't lather up to a certain extent, I don't feel like my face is being cleansed. So it's like, it's okay, but it's not high on my list at all by any means. Garnier micellar water in the big size, 700 mils. It's a standard in our household. We always buy this. It's either this or Bioderma for micellar water, especially when this goes on like 40% at the drugstore. My sister likes to stock up on these, so yeah, we always have this. It's good, no bad things to say about it. Always in our house. Acne patches, me and my sister go through these. I have a lot more issues with acne and pimples than my sister does. Lucky her. Whenever I do have some sort of breakout, I usually will reach for one of these because I don't want to accidentally pop it when I'm like touching my face, and 2, I just feel like the pimple is better off covered with these things. I feel like it's a bit more hygienic. But the thing with these is that the pimple has to be open for these to work. So if it's still closed, there's nothing for it to do. The point of these is to suck out the stuff that's inside so that it'll heal faster. They work definitely if you put them overnight and your pimple's open. The next day you'll see all the gunk that it sucked out in the patch, and it's just very satisfying to peel it off and throw it away and put a new one on. They work well. well, they're cheap, and they're very discreet on your face as well. So I like those. This I also always have in the house. It's the Nivea makeup remover, where it's half blue and half white. So the top bit is oil and the bottom bit is liquid makeup remover, and you just shake it up and then put it on to take off makeup. I've never really gone out of my way to try other makeup removers because, like, who am I? I'm not going to be spending like $50 or $40 on like Clinique makeup remover when I use it every day. Not so much now, but you know, when I would go to work. So I always have this in the house because it's good, it's cheap, and it does its job well. I have tried the Clinique Take a Day Off eye makeup remover. I did like that one too, but like I said, that's cheap and it does the job just as well. So yes. Swisspers cotton rounds, I finished those up. Not much to say there, they're good, but I've recently switched to using reusable cotton rounds, so like terry cloth round. So I'm trying to use less of them. The only reason why I would use cotton rounds nowadays is either like emergency taking things off or taking off nail polish, trying to be a bit more sustainable and a bit kinder to the environment where I can. Another thing that I have, a Badescu Witch Hazel and Rose Water Toner in a little sample size. I got it when I was ordering things off, I think it was like Mecca or something like that. It's a nice toner, very easy to use. There's a very light rose scent. And even though I traditionally don't like rose scented things because I feel like it's a bit strong and a bit like old lady sometimes, this was nice and refreshing. It's very light, so good for those who have oilier skin. I feel like this would really suit, but because in winter my skin was very dehydrated, I felt like this wasn't enough. So maybe I can try this again in the summer when I'm a bit more oily, but otherwise it just wasn't enough for me this winter, so I had to keep layering it on, and I don't got time for that. So it was good, but not for the time when I used it. I have an Aveeno hand cream. This is really purely for the office. I have these in the office because, you know, when you go to the bathroom and you wash your hands, blow dry your hands or wipe your hands down, it's gonna get dry, and I just wanted to have an affordable hand cream that was thick enough to moisturize but not so expensive that I would feel sad paying for it every time. So I got this and I really squeezed every little bit out of it because there's even a crack. I don't know if you can see, but there's even a crack on this side. So yeah, it's been good. There's no scent to this, which I really wish it did have a scent, but Aveeno is one of those brands where it's made for like sensitive skin, so I don't blame it. I have a COSRX hyaluronic acid serum that I've used up that I've actually really liked. I've been trying out a lot of different hyaluronic acids, and a lot of them I don't really like, unfortunately. Most notably the ordinary hyaluronic acid. Very affordable, very accessible, but it's just not my cup of tea. And I've been trying to get something to replace it ever since. I wanted to repurchase this, but it was sold out everywhere, so I'm waiting for it to come back in stock. Definitely recommend this. It was, I think, $30. Yeah, it's not too expensive, and it just sinks into the skin really well. It wasn't overly sticky either, so I really enjoyed that, whereas the ordinary one, it would be really sticky and peel, which is a pet peeve of mine. I hate it when products peel. So yeah, that one, highly recommend. I also have baby wipes. Instead of makeup wipes, like when I get ready, I would get, you know, makeup all over my hands and stuff. And instead of makeup wipes, which I feel like is a bit of a waste and is a bit more expensive, I use baby wipes just to clean my equipment afterwards. And these water wipes are actually so nice. They're very, very wet and watery, so they get rid of a lot of makeup really, really easily, and you can get them in a pack of 3 at the local supermarket. So I've been getting those instead of makeup wipes, and I really like them. I'm on my like last 2 wipes, I feel like, so I definitely have to go and repurchase. But yeah, that's been a really good investment. Love that. I also have this Innisfree green tea serum. This is a great serum if you want hydration. It has a nice fresh scent to it. I definitely would repurchase it for summer because I feel like it's light enough for then. I have 2 makeup items to share. They're both primers. One of them is the Tatch Silk Canvas Primer that I've had for a really long time. Finally finished that up. This is not cheap. but everything about it is beautiful. The packaging is beautiful, the product itself, the scent, it all feels very luxurious. The only thing is that because it is like a thicker formula, I feel like you need a bit more time to work with it, and when it's the morning and you have to get to work, you don't really have time to be fiddling around with primer. So that's the only drawback, but otherwise I did really love the experience and like how nice it felt on the skin and how beautiful it sat under makeup. I'd be very interested to try the liquid version because I feel like that's just much easier to use and it'll be a lot lighter as well. So the other primer is this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It's a standard silicone primer that blurs pores and smooths over the skin. I really like how it sits on the makeup. It does make my foundation look very, very flawless and it stays on for a long time. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that primer. It's definitely on my list of favorite primers and I would definitely repurchase it. And the last item I have is this L'Occitane Almond Shower Oil. This is a shower product. Essentially, it's a body wash but in an oil form, and really it is such a luxurious feeling and it smells so nice. Like I would love to have this in a scent. The scent is so heavenly and it relaxes me as soon as I put it on my body. And it's one of those body washes, because it's an oil, I don't come out of the shower feeling like the skin on my body is stripped. It's still nourished afterwards, and I really enjoy that about this. The good thing is that they do sell refills, so it's slightly less expensive, but this is still like a luxury product, so it's not like I will be repurchasing this every time that I run out. But yeah, I really do enjoy this. This is one of my favorite shower products ever. And that's it. That's everything from my empties. Nothing left, so I will be starting to collect empties again. Probably, most likely it'll be skincare because like I said, we have 3 women in the house and we go through skincare like crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like and subscribe. Let me know if you've used any of those products or if you like them or dislike them for any reason. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.